Well, a very good evening, one and all, as Mr. Drew spins off the screen. You are very welcome along to the Studio Rats Live Q&A number 289. My name's James Ivey.
Uncle Drew.
I'm Philip Carter. 40 Watt Phil.
Next.
Sorry, what was that? That was weird. That was weird. I said my actual name. That's so weird.
Like you're being questioned.
Right. It's because you're here, Vinny.
I'd love to say we've all been drinking, but we haven't, which is really no fun at all. Once again, you are welcome along to our weekly takeover of the interwebs. I don't make the rules. I just enforce the rules. That's actually Vinny's job. Mr. Drew, what have you been up to?
Oh, hold on. Oh, you've caught me.
Oh.
You caught me off guard. You've caught me off guard. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah,
All
Paul's busy
Phil,
busy trying to hire somebody to level his house because he always drifts to the right when he does his spin. I'm like, why are you going?
Right. You're
I
probably
was thinking
right.
you want him to level his house. He's only just finished it.
Yeah.
That's what I've been up to. Go on.
So
Paul, what have you been up to?
Yeah. So 2 videos. One, the Tonex double special dumble pedal. That thing is awesome.
It's a bit good, isn't it?
But it's really good. It's the best dumble, all-in-one dumble pedal at the moment. So I went round to a guy's house on Monday because he was trying out lots of different sort of amp modelers and amps and all that sort of stuff. And I plugged this thing in to the barefaced cabs, and it just it was unbelievable. So he's got an Imperial, the little Imperial preamp. Plug this in. I way preferred it. It was brilliant. And then I released a video that I wasn't going to release, which was a load of us went down to the Headstock event. Headstock are Laney and Ibanez in the UK.
Okay.
Amongst other things. And then John called. I did a video with John, and then I released that. I wasn't going to release it because the sound was so bad, and John was just messing around.
I thought it sounded pretty good despite all those things. I think it was interesting to watch y'all try to get a clean tone out of it. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought it was good.
No, sorry, Vinny, what's that?
No, I said I thought it was cool that you had the Ibanez, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if that one's set up. I wonder if Paul's digging that one. And then when John Cordy was playing it, it choked out when he went to bend on it, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I can never work it out when you go to one of those events and the stuff's not set up the best it could possibly be. You just think,
no, yeah. I mean, I do agree with you. And you go in the Headstock. Headstock is like this. Headstock is Laney. It's owned by the Laney, the Laney family. And you go in and it's an amazing facility they've got there. But they have got like a setup room where everything's set, they've got loads of sort of workbenches where the tech sort of work on stuff. But I just think the stuff from Ibanez comes out the factory at a bit of the actual playability specs on it, I think, are not for me. It's not for me. It needs tweaking. And I don't know why, but it's every single Ibanez that I've tried. And I've been to this event twice. Anyway, but this one was back in December.
I can tell you mine choked out when I
Did
got
it?
it. It was choking out, and I had to do a good setup on it, and now it's fine. But
yeah,
I don't know.
They're great guitars. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just they're when they come out the factory, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's tolerances. Maybe it's like they know it's going to be in a shipping container, and they know it's going to mess up, so they just set it up. Basically, I don't know what it is, but yeah, I just need a bit more work.
It is frustrating, though. It's the same thing when we go to a music store and something isn't like if I pick up one guitar and like it needs work. I was at I won't say the name. I was at a music store in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I picked up one of those Gibson USA Les Paul specials. You have the custom shop one. This was just a USA standard, and sounded good. But man, once you try to go up on the neck, I was like, this thing needs a setup real bad. And it was a used one, so it's not a Gibson issue. It could be, still be, but it just needed a setup. Like I could tell that the E side of the bridge, because it's got that wraparound bridge, just needed to be raised up. And I was like, if I had tools with me, I would just go ahead and do this, but I didn't. But it just gets frustrating. Now, if I pick up one, that's fine. But if I pick up 2 or 3 or 4 guitars and all of them need setups, I need you to question everything about how you run your store.
Yeah. I agree.
Do you remember that time we went to Bonner's down in Eastbourne and I bought that pink Ibanez
jazz
guitar thing? Probably one of the best set up Ibanez's I've ever played.
Pink
because it
Ibanez jazz. Those 3 words don't belong in the same sentence.
It was a really nice guitar. It was one of those. We walked in the shop and I went, "That's nice," and that was, it was one of those moments.
It's like a Gretsch. It was more like a Gretschy sort of.
Okay.
But we both clocked it, and Simon had done a setup on it and said, "This is a great guitar." We went, "It really is." I had it for a couple of years and moved it on. But sometimes, but that's a store where every guitar that comes in goes through their tech first before it goes on the floor.
That's what they're meant to do. It's like a restaurant, and I worked in one of these. It's like a restaurant that buys the barbecue sauce off of the Cisco truck and then doesn't do anything to it. It's a base. You're supposed to make it your own. You need to season it. It's literally the crayon version of definition of a barbecue sauce. Now make it your own. I go to so many restaurants where it is the sauce that came out of the big gallon can that they bought off the truck. I'm like, fix it. Fix your shit.
Yeah. So what about you two? What you two been up to?
Vinny, I'll go first because you had a great video this week, so you're going to talk about that for a minute. But I had podcast episode. Some shorts came off of that. Me and Mark Turley from Summer School Electronics, we got together and we rebuilt our dream rigs from 2001. So the premise was, and Paul, when you listen to the episode, because I know you listen to them, you'll get what we're doing. Basically, we're like, what did, like, however old you were in 2001, what was your dream rig that year? Like, think back. And I won't spoil mine, but y'all would not have known me in 2001. I was a very different person with different dreams.
Well, I go running and then I listen to podcasts. So I'll be doing your podcast tomorrow. So
awesome.
Oh, that's cool. I'll check it out too.
Yeah, you know what? Apparently, I need to do more of this because YouTube has reacted to that episode. I normally, the podcast episodes I know don't do great unless they have someone named Rhett Shull or Zach Broyles in the video, right? Because they do well because they have their own audiences. Well, this episode has kind of taken off really well. So I'm really excited about it. I'm going to do more topic episodes like this where we revisit, things about gear that are just funny. Just have fun with this because this is supposed to be fun.
Yeah, agreed. Nice one. Oh, well done.
Yeah.
I look forward to listening to it tomorrow. Ben.
I got the Shabat guitar in, did a video on that. It was kind of a rough getting the guitar because it was supposed to be, signed for, and I waited for UPS, so it's coming in at 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and they didn't show up until 8:45 at night. So it can't, and I was hoping to get it to start working on a video. And then, by the time I got it set up, changed the strings on it and did everything, I had to start the last minute on Sunday because I didn't do anything the week before because we had a death in the family. So it was kind of a busy week. So anyway, so yeah, got the Shabat. It's really cool. I'm really impressed with it. And it took me a little bit to get my head wrapped around the Charlie Christian pickup because it's the first one I've ever owned. It's definitely very sensitive to pickup height. It's probably one of the most sensitive pickups I've ever dealt with. So
yeah, but once you dial them in, they sound so good.
Yeah, matter of fact, I could just grab it off the wall so everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because people who don't know Charlie Christian pickups, they're built different than anything today, and that's a Lawler, which is still built different than the original. They are just wild pickups.
How does it go up and down?
You have to take the plate off, and there's screws. It's direct mounted.
Oh, yeah, so that's a pain. It
doesn't take long. Just take the plate off, pop it off, and then just slide it out, and then.
Oh, okay.
For what it's worth, that's not a design of the Charlie Christian. You could have, it can be plate mounted. You don't have to do it that way, but that's how Obvious decided to do it on these models, which is fine.
The neck on this thing is just outstanding.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's very pretty.
Has very natural shark fin inlays on the front of the neck is what it looks like almost.
Oh,
The
Yeah,
flag-
it does. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
great. Nice.
yeah. I like that color a lot.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I really dig this color.
Seafoam mint green.
And I was
Yeah.
contemplating. It looks like mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Um,
Just needs a rosewood board.
Yeah. And so I got it for a great price. I think it's really well done. I talk in the video about it. If you get a chance, check it out on the channel. But I talk about how I think this is one of the better relics or aged jobs in the market. My opinion. You know, it looks legit. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's that.
Nice. Nice. Should we do some? We've got some super chats in, and
Yeah, let's hit the top chats.
Right. Boom. I haven't done anything, by the way.
hey, Mexico.
Oh,
Hey,
because you start the show, I always assume you've done your
oh,
bit.
sorry.
I haven't done anything.
No, go back up. Sorry,
Well,
Plexico.
we-
Shoot.
It's fine. We'll get into it. Just get into it.
Thanks, Mexico. Sorry, man. I completely. I thought we'd done. You.
Yeah.
You said you were knocking down shit. I don't know what. More Plexico. Thanks, Plexico.
It's just indicative of how much we listen to James. It's fine.
All inanimate objects like Dumbles are female. Here's a salute to the ladies here tonight. Shin is a great Dumble pedal, by the way.
The Spanish and French speakers would disagree with you.
What's
'Cause
that?
Well, in Spanish and French, all nouns, all inanimate objects have a gender, like they're female or masculine, the way the words are defined. Anyway, they're not all female.
And also in Germany, you have neuter as well. So you have masculine, feminine, and neither.
Oh, really? See,
Yeah,
I haven't
Igler and
learned a lot of
Das.
German.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing from German I can remember.
If I was looking at Dumbles, I would say Dumbles definitely not. Maybe I'm just thinking of Alexander Dumble, but that's
Yeah.
I can't think of that being a feminine.
Feminine object.
Yeah.
Tricky. Hi, Trav. Thanks, mate. He says, shout out to Phil. Thanks for the intro to City in Color. Been listening nonstop.
Great band. So over in the 40-watt Discord server, we've set up they call it Stage in Discord, but basically it's a way for someone to do a speaking or something I don't know. It's a weird platform, but I occasionally we'll get together and have what we call movie night or sometimes music night. And I'll just stream things from YouTube and we can chat in the chat about them while we're all collectively listening or watching. Incidentally, thanks, Trav. I'll invoice James for that $4.99 later. Or you can just apply it to the next year trainers fund when we're in California at NAMM.
You're welcome. Yeah.
And Plexico said, yes, money pouring in. Cheers, Plexico. You're very generous, mate. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's new, James? What do you got new going on?
I've been in. So I did a video this week for an item that's been out for a while, but I've wanted one for a while, but I hadn't been able to afford it. It's one of these.
Oh yeah, the Big Six SSL.
Yes,
Love it.
and I have wanted one of those for a while, and I've wanted one of those because I wanted a better quality mixer for live events and stuff.
Yeah.
And generally, when you buy a small mixer, it is not a high quality mixer. It is usually cheap and nasty.
Yeah.
I've got a Personas that is good enough.
Yeah. Well, the other company you can check out is a company called Audio Developments, who are basically a company that make sound recordists mixers, for film and TV.
Look god awful.
They look awful. They look like something out of 1922.
Well, yeah, because they're essentially the engineer's version of hi-fi, and hi-fi people don't have any taste.
It's function over form, whereas that is just exactly what I need. 4 stereo channels, 4 mic pre's. It sounds fantastic. Job done.
I've been a universal audio because that serves as an interface as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
16 audio interface.
Because I've got the studio build going and I'm starting to think about interfaces, and I don't have the money to do 3 because I want 24 channels. I want to have available 24 channels live. I don't have the money to do like 3 Apollo X8Ps. You know what I mean? Which if I did, that's absolutely what I would do. But I was looking at the 876, which is a great interface, but SSL makes the SSL 18 now.
Much better.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
So I think I'm going to end up, I might have to start with one and then buy a couple down the road, but I'm going to end up doing 3 of the SSL 18s.
So that video went out Monday. Is doing okay, but I had to get a video out early because this week I've been knocking down part of my house, which has been entirely enjoyable in a weird sort of way, just to get rid of this particular room we didn't want. But that has, like any job, what a one-day job will always become
a month and a half.
Yeah. So that's done, and I can now get back to work tomorrow. So
nice.
Other than that,
so you didn't want the room. Now it's going to become a 4x12 cabinet closet, right? That's where you're going to just pull your full on Tim Pierce wall of 4x12s, always mic'd.
See, now it's kind of funny you say that.
See,
because the auctions have been on today, and we'll get to that shortly. I've been very good so far. Tomorrow is another story because there's lots and lots of microphones available tomorrow. But
you need mics.
Yeah.
Mics or something. What?
Always. Anyway.
Hod. Damn it. I can't be left. Oh, cheers, Hod.
Let's go, Hod.
Yeah, everyone shouldn't be left behind. Cheers, Hod.
No one should be left behind. I'm going to say it now. If you're liking this guff, please do hit like, subscribe, ring that bell, all that sort of stuff. Also, please do check out. I'm going to click on here because I need to get rid of it now. Where's it gone? Please check out For Your Podcast. Check out Vinny the Axe. Check out TSI Java Talks Tech and the main channel, of course.
Do you put those links in the description? Are those links down in the description?
They're not, but they will be from now on.
They should be, yeah. Links in the description after the live stream.
Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll make it like a constant thing. So if anyone wants to come check out your channels, we'll do that.
Yes.
Just what thumbnails did you use this week?
Oh, it was a doozy.
You want to show everyone? Go on.
Let me try. Hang on.
I think you should use the lineup one.
The lineup one.
We did that last week or the week before last, I think.
Let me just do that.
Views, and we got the most views.
Let me show you this week's image file. Hang on. Where is it? It's in my desktop live stream. It was this one I used this week. Hang on. Sorry, I know this is
riveting.
What do you want to do? Do you want to do the?
Hang on, I'm so nearly there. I'm nearly there. It was this one this week.
Yes.
No. Sorry, that's not the one. That's not the one.
That's not it. That was last week. That was last week.
It gets better than that. Sorry, 1 second. 1 second.
We didn't get the same views. Sorry, this will end very soon.
Where is it? Hang on. It's here. So
it's this
one. It's this one. It's this one. We've all gone emo.
Oh yeah. We're gonna rename this live stream to Middle-Aged Men Try Technology.
The scary thing is Phil just looks like Phil.
I just look like me. Look, I had a phase. But I'm way out of it. Like that doesn't look like you at all, James.
No,
Vinny looks like a Muppet emo version of Vinny. Yeah. And then Paul just looks like basically that's like what I think of Paul every day. So
I got like a studded dog collar on.
Yeah, right. Let's get into this before we offend anybody else.
Daniel, he said, nice review of the Laney Tony Iommi amp. Who knew about those sweet clean tones? Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. We've had loads of complaints from the metal guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the classic thing is why did you play through the amp and not play it? Not use an SG. Well, we're at an Ibanez. We're at an Ibanez event.
Really? That was all they had.
Yeah.
Not use an SG.
Yeah, an SG gets Tony Iommi, isn't it? So
I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, used in SG.
Because
So-
like only 1% of guitar players play SGs. That's what I
it cracked me
found
up when I did that John Mayer plugin for Neural. I did the review of that, and I used a Telecaster, and people went mental. I wasn't using a Strat. I'm just like, I'm trying to be different to everybody else because not everyone's got a Strat.
No,
Vision.
everyone has a Strat. Everyone, come on, everyone has a Strat.
Well,
They hand them out when you pick up a guitar for the first time ever.
I don't know what you're
One
talking
just
about.
shows up at your door.
and very soon, and we'll get onto this minute, it will always be a Fender Strat. But we'll move on to that later.
Oh, at
Yeah,
least in the EU.
Sound Vision, the Bowie tribute. Hi guys, hope all is well. We need a good theatre tour, promoter, marketer, etc. Ideally, a company who does the lot. They seem hard to find. How do other shows do it? Any ideas?
Hang on, let me just
You
carry on. Sound Vision.
Where are you based? Sound Vision, a Bowie tribute.
Sound and Vision. I do have a really good company that I know of who do the George Michael tribute that I work through sometimes.
But get in contact with James. Sound Vision, Bowie tribute.
They are based. If they are the one I found, they are based out of the UK. So
yes, I'll hook you up with those guys. They're really good.
James, how does he get hold of you?
Reach me at the Studio Rats. You can hit on the contact page.
That'll come to me, and then I'll have to send it to you. So,
just hit me up at james@jivey.co.uk.
I can't be buggered to be your secretary.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Reach james@jivey.co.uk.
I have enough emails that I've got to deal with.
Like, thank you, James, for joining the Atmos fan club.
The daft thing is, because I'm always logged into the YouTube account on one browser, I'm always logged into the YouTube account as the Studio Rats, and on this one, I'm always logged in as TSR JTT. Because I normally use the other browser, Paul sees all the stuff that I look at on YouTube.
Why don't I just get links to like SSL Big Six or whatever it is? I don't want to see videos.
You don't care. You don't care. Paul's like, I left that life behind. I don't want to deal with those things.
Yeah. The Outer Limit rocks. Evening Rats. Appreciate your defense of bedroom players. These are the folks that come out to see us gigging jerks get up on stage. What's it?
Damn right.
It was last week we talked about bedroom players, and it's true. Bedroom players are the reason we enjoy all of the gear options we get to enjoy, because if there weren't bedroom players, there would not be so much cool gear out there, because
there
bedroom
wouldn't
players,
be a music industry.
Yeah, they make up the majority of it.
Yeah. Searching for Tone. Hello, folks. Hello, Searching for Tone.
What up, SFT?
Hope you found it.
He's still looking. I'm still looking too.
We all are. JP, good evening, all. Evening, JP. Hod, good day, Hod. Plexico, cough up the loop, folks. Cheers, Plexico, and cheers, Hod, for your generous donation.
Look, if y'all donate enough, the Studio Rats can subsidize me coming to Guitar Summit this year. That's all I'm saying.
I think you were doubling as a comedian these days.
Jeez. I can hook you up with someone. I think we didn't do the last one.
Yeah.
Evening Rats and everyone. Evening, Graham. Jim, this is the Rat Pack coming at me all at once, lol.
Yes, something like that.
From the top.
I mean, you get the dream team tonight. Very soon, you're going to get royalty.
Oh yeah, very, very soon.
Very soon. So hang tight, boys and girls. It gets better.
Is he here yet?
Not yet.
He's not in. Okay. In view images. Evening one and all. Evening in view images.
Boom.
Heath. I had Laney T115112 once. Good naming. That's good naming. I couldn't get even close to the clean tone on it. Don't know what that one is.
No,
I don't. The only Laneys I actually know, just being really honest, Paul, I watched your video. I couldn't even tell you what model that is. It was the Eomi signature. I know that, whatever. Yeah, but I used to have an AR 100, and I sometimes wish I still had it, but they're too expensive now.
Wow. Laney's are quite very reasonable in the UK.
Yeah, they're reasonable here. I mean, I could grab one for I guess 800, but back when I had it, it was like a $300 to $400 amplifier.
My UK built Lionheart is really nice. I think it's built really
good
well.
amp.
That's
Good
why
amp.
it's still sitting there.
That Ironheart I got from the auctions was a hell of an amp.
Yeah,
Really
but
good amp.
Tony Iommi's based on.
Yeah.
But the Tony Iommi had 8 preamp tubes.
How else are you going to get that clean tone, Paul?
It was honestly a 1. He put it on 1, and people were complaining that. Do you know the classic comment was like, "Oh, my 5150 Stealth does more gain than that." It's just like, no, it honestly
not at 1. It doesn't.
No,
not at 1. Y'all never cranked it. That's the thing. You never actually took it to like. Let me show you how much gain this thing has.
I know that should have been. That should have been the video. That should have been.
So,
the video.
ladies and gentlemen, we've spoken about gain, we've spoken about royalty, and now the
Yeah,
two
talk about
the two will combine in, and they will be brought to us in the formation of Mr. Lee Abraham.
Lee Abraham.
Hello, Lee.
What's up,
Hello,
Lee?
mate.
How are we doing? All right?
Yeah.
Just back from his highly successful tour of Torquay and Sweden, or Torquay and Swindon.
Poland and Stourport. Yeah.
How was it, buddy?
Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Had a great time. Yeah.
Awesome.
Had a great time. Played loads of gigs, played to a lot of people, sold a lot of t-shirts. Made some money, came home.
Speaking of selling t-shirts.
What's that?
So this is my new podcast merch.
Oh, I thought it said we'll work for FU.
Yeah, it is definitely work for every. No, we'll work for Fuzz.
So, what sort of capacity venues are you playing, Lee? How was it? Was it a U gig or was it like a multi-band gig or what was it?
So it was Galahad touring, doing 3 dates in Poland. Capacity venues were about 500 or 600.
Wow,
They're all sold out. We played 3 nights, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and a lot of driving. I felt I had really bad. All of us actually. We're all getting to a certain age where sitting in a bus for more than about 2 hours is a bit painful. So it was, but it was worth it because it was a great success. And then we came back to the UK, and last weekend we played at the Fusion Festival, which is a multi-band event. Up in Stourport, just south of Birmingham in the UK, and that was good as well. There was probably about 1,000 people there. It's a big festival now.
When you say people, you mean men, yeah?
No. No. There's a good cross section of wives under protest.
I was about to say there was a large contingent of disgruntled spouses.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. The promise of a bottle of prosecco and chips is enough to get them there. No.
Yeah, but the prosecco has to come first, right? That's the only way they're actually showing up.
I'm being terribly unkind. No.
It reminds me of the joke. What's an Essex girl's favourite wine? You boys won't get this. I want to go lakeside.
Very good.
I don't get it, but I'll pretend I do.
Yeah,
just laugh.
I wanted to just mention a couple of things about Boss, if I may. Might be sort of talking points, though. It might just be me being, overthinking.
Has Matt Knight slipped you 100? Is that what's happening right here?
No.
Just making sure.
No. So Boss had recently released the GX1. So I was a big fan of the GT1 when it was out, and I used that for quite a while actually because it was very small and convenient. Sounded
about a week and a half by your normal maths.
Yeah. At least 4 gigs. Yeah, and and I always thought, well, one of the main things they need to do to upgrade the GT1 is just to allow you to put your own IRs in it, and then it would sound even better. And that's what they've done with the GX1. And I actually bought a GX1 about when they first came out. Actually, they've been out about 6 weeks, haven't they? It went back. You won't be surprised to hear. But now this is the first point about Boss. The GX1 and the GX10, they don't load IRs properly, and it's really, really, really annoying. When you load your own IR into it, it messes with the sound. It like chops a bit of the top end off and makes it sound a little bit duller. Makes it sound really quiet as well. And
Really?
yeah. Now this also, if you can do some searching around on forums and things and find lots of people talking about this. It was also a problem in the GX 100, which was the first of that line and the flagship one. It was a problem with that machine, but they released an update that fixed it. They've not released an update to fix it in the GX10 or obviously thus far the GX1. GX1 is obviously brand new. And it's really, really annoying because they need to address it, because quite a lot of people are talking about it. There's a guy on YouTube who's done a video where he compares, he hosts an IR in, you know, like a door, in his door or whatever, and he's saying this same IR in the unit sounds like this, and hosted elsewhere sounds like this, and it's night and day. It really is. So I don't quite know what they need to address it, because Boss make fantastic products. They make fantastic multi-effects units, and they just need to get on top of this. But secondly, they've done another massive cock up. And they've released an update for the GX line. Now, Paul, you'll remember this. In the GX models, there is a polyphonic tuner. So you just strum all open strings and you get a readout of, you know, sharp, flat, of all 6 strings. They've just released an update that removes that feature from the GX10, the GX100, the GT1000, which is the flagship model, and the GT1000 Core. So if you upgrade to the March update, which has just been released, it removes that feature. The reason why it removes that feature is because the algorithm is patented by our good friends at Behringer, because they own TC Electronic.
And they have the Polytune.
And they've fallen out big style over it. Now, I don't know why.
Wow.
So they've obviously...
Because Yuli is a proper tool. That's why. He's a proper tool.
Well, possibly. I mean, it's going to come down to money, isn't it? He said, okay, well, if you want to continue using this, you've got to pay me more money or whatever. And there's been an argument between lawyers and things haven't gone well. And the whole deal has now apparently fallen apart. So Boss have now issued this update which removes that feature.
Oh my gosh.
And
I'm gonna bring up Behringer again later in the news, by the way. Just letting you guys know.
It's such a shame. It really is, because there's 2 features of those units which are really good, which, you know, one's now been removed and the other one just doesn't work.
Have Boss in any of the forums or on their tech chat or anything like that, have they acknowledged the problem with the IR loader?
They did, because they fixed it with the GX100.
Right. Okay. So it is an issue then.
Yeah.
If it's one they know about, I mean, you know, they're not a company that sort of puts their head in the sand with issues. Generally, I think it's probably and again, we do not work for Boss. We do not wave a flag for Boss, but you know, generally, Boss / Roland are, you know, big players in this space, and they don't really want to go around messing everything up for their user base. So,
but Boss are pretty slow with any sort of firmware or you know, any sort of update.
Yeah, I hate to say that.
I will say this: generally, a firmware update from Boss does not cause more problems. I mean, how many times have I upgraded the firmware for XYZ units, hardware or software, and they've caused more problems than it's actually fixed?
That's fair. And honestly, though, that's most companies. That's bad practice if you introduce a patch or a hot fix that's going to make more problems than it creates. There's a reason. There's got to be a reason. Either something didn't work like they thought it did, and it didn't work in the beta, or they had to make a change that, despite being unpopular, it had to be made.
I mean, the IR problem, like I say, they patched a fix for the GX100, and it's always worked really well in the IR2, you know, the single stomp box one.
Yeah. I had an IR2. I really liked that one.
Yeah, it works fantastic in that. So why can't they get it right for the GX10 and the GX1? They need to go on top of it, and they need to sort out their relationships with other companies as well. Because
No. There is no sorting out relationships with Behringer. There's no such thing. There is no
Well,
such thing.
That I fear is true.
They're going to have to remove any reference to that polyphonic tuning then from all of their material about all of those products.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know, because I'm not a lawyer. I play one sometimes in real life because I have to deal with legal things for my day job. But I don't think they can. I don't think if it were challenged, that's the biggest thing, that polyphonic tuning is a thing that can be copywritten or trademarked. It's all comes down to how you label it, how you market it, how you package it. So my hope would be that Boss pulled it away to go, okay, we need to reintroduce this in a way that doesn't create problems for us.
Right.
Because very often, exactly, it's not the thing it's doing that's a problem. It's either the language or how we did it exactly.
Yeah, they borrowed somebody else's coding. Well,
that's a problem.
Coding. That's what they've done and put it in there. Yeah.
The only thing that I would say is that's the thing that you really like, and that's the only thing that was holding you up from using a certain piece of equipment. A polytune mini costs
50 quid. Yeah.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, I've never gone that route. I've never trusted polyphonic tuning anyway. But no. If you use it, that's awesome. I think that's a great tool. I don't have anything against it. I've just never used it. I'm a diehard Peterson tuner. Like, that's who I believe in. Back to the days where I teched for buddies of mine, never on any major tours. We're talking like weekend runs here, right? I would tech for them, and I had like an old school Peterson actual strobe tuner that I would tune all their guitars on.
Nice.
I'm just old enough to have used those and know how to use them.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, interesting. I thought that was an interesting little development on their front.
It's funny, but it is steering that big ship. They can't move very quickly.
Well, Boss is a funny company like that anyway, and viewers, I usually say listeners, don't take this as disparaging towards Boss whatsoever, but they have a lot of, like, I don't want to pigeonhole it as like Japanese cultural ideals, but some of it's wrapped in that. Like, yes. I was talking to the folks at the Boss booth, not this past year, actually, oh my gosh, it's the 3 years ago, so the 2024 NAMM. They wanted to do like I'm trying to remember who I was talking to at the time. I don't even know if they're still at Boss, but he was like, yeah, I wanted to do this thing where we brought like some of the prototypes and some of the schematics and sketches and create displays at their booth. And he said, and I went to ask for them, and he was told they don't exist. Once they've moved on from something, they don't keep it. They don't believe in living in the past. So I think that might be part of why maybe they move so slowly, is they believe their moves forward are the way forward, and they don't live in that past. But I don't know. That's just tiny sample size of experience.
Having worked briefly for Yamaha and having, friends who now work for Yamaha, it is, working for a Japanese company versus working for an American company are two very different mindsets of.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Well, anyway. We're 40 minutes in, and we've done about 3 questions.
No, this is the perfect ratio. Perfect ratio.
I'll say cheerio.
Cheers, Lee. Good to see you, mate.
So good to see you.
See you, Lee.
At some point or another, I'm going to ask Lee about his last name, because I have a ton of Abrahams in my family. I don't know if he has any ties to Lebanese heritage, but Lee might be my cousin. Who knows?
Could be.
No, don't go there. Keep moving.
Bexico, channel content shouldn't be free. Musicians know that. Cheers, Bexico.
Yeah.
Well, we don't do it for the money. We do it for the love. Keith, but the money's appreciated. Keith, you seem to have fun with Mr. Gould. Yes, we had a good time.
Yeah. I'm going to get him on the podcast here soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. They're the important questions now, boys.
What's the best soup? This is a good question.
Yeah.
I'm going to go minestrone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like minestrone.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
fine.
I like Fester.
See, this is where I sound incredibly English, but I do love Heinz tomato soup.
Is that the equivalent of like Campbell's over here?
Yeah.
Lisa.
Okay. I do like a tomato soup. I really like one. That's usually my go-to, but it's a little more than just like Campbell's or Heinz.
I love Heinz tomato soup.
I can't believe we get a silly question and we're spending so much time on this.
Yes, good. No, this isn't a silly question. This is important stuff. This is important.
Well, I hate soup.
Oh God.
It's like drinking hot water for dinner. It's for like refugees and poor people.
No,
and I don't like to be reminded that I grew up poor.
So I like Pozole, which is a Mexican soup. Pozzole's incredible, but my favorite is gonna be broccoli and cheddar. Broccoli and cheddar soup.
Sounds good.
He's made
it's
that
good.
Up.
It's so good. No, it's real. It's so good.
Moving on.
Todd, he said, all seem to need setup that I buy.
Guitars.
Yeah.
They all
Okay.
need to see.
Okay. Only one I got that was perfect was his Wildwood Arnold. Nice.
And honestly, that isn't even probably up to Wildwood. That was luck.
And the other thing is that a perfect setup for the tech might not be the perfect setup for you based on how you pick, how hard you play your attack, how much pressure you put down on the frets. All are factors in that, so that there is no perfect setup other than the setup that is made for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pet, evening quartet, evening pet. Hope you're well, sir. Willie Hard Meat Official 2026. Plexco, this is a sausage fest. It is a sausage fest.
He's right.
Wait. I love that Paul criticizes us for taking too long on a soup question, but he reads Willie's entire name. It's so unnecessary.
It's so true. Pat Moxie, I'll end it once. It's so funny. Pat Moxie, he said soup is far too highbrow. What about pot noodle? Professional.
Yeah.
Hod, just got an Empire 67 custom shop Strat. Empire 67.
Yeah, Empire Music has their own 67 exclusive Strat. I've owned a couple of them actually.
Nice. So 6.7, 64 bass side. Way too high for me.
Yeah, 6 to 7 64ths action off the 12th fret on the bass side. That is disgusting. I could shove my phone under that, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. I try to so what is it, Hod? I don't know. Anyway, I try to shoot for 3/64ths treble, 4/64ths bass, and then if I move down from there, once I get it set up down to that, now I start moving down, and if I can get 3/64ths across the deck, across that radius, I'll do it, and if I can get even lower, fine. But I start at 3 on one side, 4 on the other, and then work my way down and go based on that, and then try your luck that way. But yeah, that's insane.
Willie, Bombay bad boy with 2 sauce sachets. That man's professional.
God, dude, that's going hard. Go hard or go home.
Is it? Because I'm. You know what? I saw this comment coming, Willie. I just ordered a 4-pack, so I will get back to you and let you know.
Pet, spoken like a man who knows perfection when he tastes it. And Willie says, "I'll stank out many a studio with Bombay bad boys."
Jeez.
Nice, Benny. Says Hod. CS Antenna 511. Question for you guys. Just got the Tonex double special. Nice. I'm running it through my Katana Artist Power Amp. Am I getting a good Tonex experience, or should I get something else to amplify? I mean,
as long as you're turning off the cab simulation, because you're running, you shouldn't cab simulate through a cab.
Yeah.
I think if he's running the power amp, it's fine.
Yeah, weird EQ things when you do cab sim into cab sim.
Oh, I see. Yes, because you're right, because he's running into the kind of speaker. Yeah. You need to make sure the speaker. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, no, you know.
So basically, inside the Tonex pedal, there is an option to be able to turn off the cab simulation. Yes. I think it's on the second layer, top right. I think, but it's on all the videos.
Yep.
But I would say he said, is he getting the should you get something else to amplify? I mean, you'll notice a massive difference if you go stereo. So it depends. You need it to gig. Is it for home use? If it's for home use and you've got like a studio, can you plug into your interface, which is what I would do. It depends. Follow James's rule and you'll be all right. But I still think it needs to be stereo. It's got those effects in it.
If you're running it into an interface, definitely run it in stereo, which means a TRS jack into 2 mono TS jacks.
Yeah, it's a brilliant thing. That tone, the double special is so good.
Stereo's overrated.
Stereo rated.
Loser.
We have 2 ears. He's only got 1 ear.
You don't hear in stereo. You hear binaurally. They're different things.
JL, I'm going to do it again. JL Backs. He says 80 degrees here in Maryland, sitting on the back porch drinking a bit nice, smoking a cigar, watching on the big screen. Oh, the man's living the dream.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
That's what I want to be doing. I want a porch. I want a porch with I like that.
A swing.
Yeah. Rocking chair or something.
I want to live in a country where you have to have 2 doors, one that's just a net and one that's a door.
No, I live there. You don't. You know what the net is for?
Mosquitoes.
The man-eating mosquitoes
and the no-see-ums.
Yeah, absolutely not.
No-see-ums, like they're really, really tiny, but they have like giant teeth.
Like we call midges.
And they bite the hell out of you.
And oh my gosh, June bugs. June bugs. Oh, anyway. June bug is if you're a motorcyclist, which I used to be, June bug is a beetle that flies that when it hits you in the chest, it feels like being shot with a 45.
Oh,
yeah. So
yeah. Wow. It's funny how we have the same insects, just we call them different things.
Call them different things, yeah.
Vincent, he said, let's get out of the way. Angine de Poitrine thoughts. What?
That it's a band, it's a duo. They're extremely weird. Go check out their
with the nose.
Yes.
Yeah, so good.
That's them.
They play the multi-tonal stuff.
Yes, they're wild. I can't decide if I hate them, they scare me, or I love them. It's one of those 3.
I couldn't listen to it. I'd love to go and see the concert, but I couldn't listen to it at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mainly because your wife would have you shot.
No, it's just it's quite hard to listen to.
Yeah, it is. But an edible in, maybe I could experience it live.
Let's pull it round some good news.
Yes.
Hey, just all that X3. Nice one.
Nice.
Chris.
You won't regret it, Chris.
Search for tone. I'm surprised that limited run Tonex hasn't sold out.
Was it a limited run?
Yeah, it's a limited run. It pretty much had. I mean, Anderton's completely sold out. I think it's pretty much sold out. If you can still get one,
they are still plenty available in the US. It looks like.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
Cigar is a H. Upman, 1844.
I don't know cigars.
I would say that's that cigar he's smoking in the picture.
Or he said he's on his back porch in Maryland. Smoking a cigar, watching on the big screen. So that's what he's smoking.
When it says 1844, is that how old the cigar is, or is that just like the model? That's because that's got to be dry as.
It's got to be drier than a
non-dry
thing.
It is a medium-bodied blend that features an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper and a Nicaraguan binder. Carefully picked blend of Dominican tobacco.
Wow, there we go. This man can type fast.
Yeah.
Fram, the Four Musketeers, I have to say you all work well together, making this my favourite live stream. Pure escapism. Thanks. Cheers, Fram.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks.
Martin, have you ever played a vintage guitar, dithered on buying it, and it got away? Yes.
Paul did yesterday. A whole load of them.
Yeah, I missed that. Yes, twice. Anyone else?
I'm kind of over vintage guitars, so I don't even consider buying them anymore.
I was going to buy a 70 Strat when I was about 14, and then didn't.
When
and then bought that one.
when you were 14, a 70 Strat wasn't vintage.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think if there wasn't companies that are making stuff with thin nitro finishes and some of the like vintage appointments, I think then probably I would have one, but I don't want to have to deal with anything that's needs to be refretted or have to fix anything. It's buying a classic car. I had an 87 Vet and I put like 10 grand in that car just to change all it was mint, but just to change all the stuff that needed to be changed. It had the original tires on it. They don't make that size anymore. I had to get new wheels. Everything always becomes like you're saying, James, working on the house. You think it's a simple thing, and all of a sudden now you're changing belts, you're changing all this stuff. So I'm just not one of those people that's really into that. So I'll just buy a Fender custom shop or Shabat or K-Line or whatever, a Nick Huber, and just be happy in my world.
I'd rather buy a boat.
I would love both.
And remember, you always need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
So for Tone, that's it. AI slop rats.
That's the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Hollywood. Good evening, all. Evening, Hollywood.
Evening.
Hollywood.
Martin says, if you were starting out again, what 5 things?
Songs.
Okay. Would you learn to impress your friends? Well, let's just do one each.
Yeah, just one each, because 20 songs would be.
I can't think of.
I think it would be something like, when you go around someone's house and they hand you a guitar and say, you can play guitar and sing. It would be to learn to sing and play something like Iris. Because that would genuinely make the girls would be all over you.
Yeah.
If I had to press somebody else, I would pick a song that everybody knows. And I would say Dire Straits' Money for Nothing. If I could sing that and play that damn riff.
I can play the riff. I can sing it. I can't do it at the same time.
Yeah, I can't sing. So if I open my mouth, my hands stop moving.
Yeah.
It's like, apparently Clapton said he can't sing and play Layla at the same time.
That's a tough one. It's got that syncopation in the it's not the easiest thing in the world.
Mine would be Something in the Way She Moves, I think.
That's a great
song. What a tune.
That's a great song. For me, I would probably it doesn't take a lot to impress the average person to be. I'm just gonna throw that out to you. If it's just your friends and they don't play guitar, just about if you can play and sing anything, you're going to impress them.
Bash some Oasis out and you're going to get...
It'd probably be, just being cheesy, it'd be a John Mayer song, because I used to play Your Body is a Wonderland in my acoustic sets and people were so impressed. I'm like, it's called Drop D. It's really easy.
Martin says, have you ever played his Zymano OM Vintage 28? And if so, a China Catching Up. Never played one.
But are China Catching Up? Hell yeah.
Yes, they are. I've had the folks over at Kepma Guitars on the podcast. And I've played them at NAMM now 2 years in a row. And I will tell you, they're figuring it out. Like, the manufacturing is getting so good over there.
Well, they already make, let's say China, the Far East. They already make arguably probably 80% of the guitars that are in circulation.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting better at it.
Yep.
My James Tyler that I had, I sold the James Tyler. Somebody was lucky enough to buy that one. It was all decked out, but that James Tyler I had was made in China, and that thing was absolutely phenomenal. Just can't keep everything, especially if I want new stuff coming in.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Hollywood, Paul, next time we play a John Mayer review, get a Gibson Explorer or Ibanez Destroyer and see the comments below. That would be, that's what
I can lend you an Explorer.
I need something pointy, just like a Warlock or something.
Yeah, I could see you just buying an Ibanez Destroyer for funsies, though. I've got a 10K to just blow. That'd be great. Yeah. Ibanez Destroyers are expensive.
Wow. Search for Tone. Delete your browser history in case the wife finds it. It's true.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said 10K. The only one I see for sale right now is $15,999 for an Ibanez Destroyer. Thank Eddie Van Halen, man.
Yeah. Martin, what delay pedal would you never be without if you had to pick up your pedals and head to a gig with no notice? What delay pedal?
TC Electronic flashback.
So it's an easy one to use, isn't it? I honestly don't care about delay. I mean, I love delay pedals, but it's as long as I can dial in a 400 millisecond delay.
That's like 400 milliseconds is all that matters.
That's all I need. I don't care if it's 400 milliseconds. I'm happy as a sound boy.
I would my boss pedal, the DD8. I'm running that, and
Nice.
it works great. It sounds okay, and it's there.
The TC falls into the same category. Totally usable, works, and if it falls apart or falls over, you're going to be able to get another one within 5 minutes on eBay.
Yeah, I would like to have a Strymon Dig, but I just never got around to buying one. I think that would suit me better, but.
I also would like a 400 millisecond delay, but I would do it differently. I would set up a microphone at my amplifier and then another microphone 452 feet away. Do it analog. No, I don't care about delay. Like if I have to go to a gig last minute, literally the last thing I'm grabbing is a delay pedal. I played without delay for 15 years. I don't need it.
I love delay. I'm a delay.
I need delay more than reverb.
Nope, I need reverb. Will not live without it. But delay, I could take or leave.
JLBX, I need a different YouTube channel. My 30-year-old son now has been playing golf. My algorithms are all screwed up now.
Yeah.
Chavez. Hello. I recently bought a 65 non-reverse Firebird with the FB5 pickups. Never knew I wanted one until I played it and loved it. Nice.
I mean, and a non-reverse Firebird is a cool, interesting instrument. They're different.
Yeah. The Chili Rats. I believe Larry Basilio plays Laney amplifiers.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, she just played in Tampa by me last night or tonight.
Oh, great.
Amazing.
I wanted to go see her, but I just didn't have the time to go. But yeah,
she's great, isn't she? Oh, we were going to talk about this, weren't we? We were going to talk about.
Yeah, that was a thing, but we got Fender to talk about now.
Yeah,
so.
we'll do that next week.
Yeah.
Waxy Dargle. Any of you played a Victory MK Overdrive? Thoughts? I played the MK. What's the new one? The little lunchbox one. The Victory.
It is the. I don't know. It is the MKX.
The MKX. I played an MKX, and I was really impressed with it.
That's the smaller version of the MK Overdrive, right? Because the MK Overdrive is like $4,000 or something like that.
$5,000, yeah. It's $5,000.
Oh,
yeah. But it's Victory's trying to get into the Dumble. I never thought that was going to work for Victory.
Yeah, and honestly, it doesn't look like it is. That's why they're doing the more affordable version. Yeah. And it's one thing like when Two Rock and Amplified Nation do these because that's what they do.
Yeah,
but that wasn't the reputation Victory was built on.
No, I could completely agree. Yeah, but the MKX is brilliant. I think if unless you really want the same leather as they put in a Bentley. And all
is it a Bentley? Yeah,
it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, if you unless you want that, I'd go and have a look at the MKX because it's really good.
Yeah.
Graham, I use a Laney A2 acoustic amp for small acoustic gigs. Works great with vocals and guitar and solid too. Nice.
Yeah,
that stuff's great.
Martin, would you ever buy a guitar if the tone was incredible but the color or Relicing was awful? Yes, absolutely.
I've done it.
I've done it, and I would do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
A Relicing, the beauty in Relicing is really in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? It's some
also
hate it.
Vinny, Larry Basile is playing tonight. You should go.
Oh, it is tonight. Yeah.
Paul, my first valve amp was a Laney, a VH100R. Still wish I had that at times too. Nice.
Yeah.
Tried out Stringjoy strings and impressed. What are the best strings you guys use? Stringjoy. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think Stringjoy. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. There's a whole shelf of them over there.
Yeah, I use String. Yeah, I think all of us actually use Stringjoy, and it's really funny. I think loads of people are switching over.
There.
Yeah. Get some Stringjoys. Search for a tone. My will work for fuzz shirt is on its way. Nice.
Yeah. Thanks for the purchase.
Blind Gary, hi all. Have you guys got any tips for buying used pickups off the internet? Anything to look out for so I'm not ripped off? No, as long as the cables are long enough, I guess.
Yeah, you want to make sure that the leads are long enough. You want to make sure you're buying from a seller you trust, because there are counterfeit pickups out there. There are people that try to pass off some pickups as things they're not. Know what you're looking at. So do the research on the pickup you want to buy. And like, if you want, like, for example, Gibson now puts the patent applied for sticker on the back of their custom buckers, but they put it on the back of other pickups over the years too. So
yeah, it's a little confusing. And I would definitely not only check the wire length, but check the casing, check the insulation that goes over the wiring all the way down. Make sure there's no burn marks or anything on it where anybody's messed with it. Also, if it has metal covers on it, ask or read the descriptions really well, because some people will unsolder those covers off the pickup and then solder them back on and do them wrong. And you don't want any of that either. And sometimes, you know what, unless you're getting something really cool for a really, really cheap price, you're better off just buying something new. This way you don't have to play games.
Yeah. And on that, the whole cover desoldering thing, if it is an unpotted pickup and the pickup has been removed and put back on, you're probably fine. But if it is a potted pickup and the pickup cover has been removed and put back on, that means it's broken the wax seal that it potted on there to begin with. Right. And so there is some compromises there. You can end up with a microphonic pickup. If the cover is not seated back onto it well, it can be microphonic. So there are some things to look for.
Oh, and there's one more thing. If the person who is testing the pickups, when you solder everything in, I never use a screwdriver, because a magnetic screwdriver can demagnetize or change the polarity or whatever it does to the pole pieces on the pickup and ruin it.
It can degauss them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Sorry. And, I always use a piece of metal that is not magnetized to check that.
Didn't know that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Have we scared you into just buying new pickups, Gary?
Martin, do Gibsons have any good wood left? And what do you think of signature guitars that aren't played, scanned, or even seen by the top end of the makers? Clapton, Les Paul. I don't know. I don't know if they've got any good wood left. I mean, what is good? What is good wood?
So there's a bit like the previous, a bit like the previous question about pickups. If you're relying on the pickup to change the entire tonal characteristics of the guitar, you'll be very, if you didn't like the guitar, changing the pickups ain't gonna make it a great guitar. If you're searching for good wood, other than a place down here where they used to have motor racing, you're in all sorts of trouble. Just yes, of course Gibson have got some great timber left, because it quite literally grows on trees.
Yeah.
And the stuff that they lost in the fire back in the, I think it was late 80s, when they had that huge fire and lost years worth of timber. Well, that was back in the 80s. That was like nearly 50 years ago. They've got good timber back since then.
Plus, they got reps, and they got guys that search out all these different mills and places. So get these. Yeah.
What we've lost is old growth. The old growth wood isn't as available unless it's reclaimed, like Barry Grez Guitars behind me reclaims old growth redwood. But the wood is different, and we just have to be okay with that and understand that that you're going to run out of that as we try to be more sustainable and environmentally conscious about the wood we're harvesting. But it would look at things like ash. Guitar players have had to move away from ash. Fender's #1 supply of swamp ash used to be Mississippi, but the invasive green beetle has bored into and killed millions of those trees now. So eventually you have to move away. You have to figure it out.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you want, and I'm going to sound like a mark here for this, but if you're looking to buy yourself a nice like single cut guitar and money's no object, and you're looking for good wood and all that stuff, I'm going to say look to Nick Huber.
Yeah,
because I can't say enough about it. I've had 4 specimens of them, and they all were equally amazing and fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. Completely agree. I'm tempted with the GX1, but will probably stick with the GT1 for a bit. Nice.
Yep, sounds good.
Hey, boys, I need to step away for like 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah, all good. All good. Jim, guys, here's a tip for guitar speaker that is too bright. Use a speaker crossover coil and use a 26 MH from a Marshall 1968 4x12. And for brighter caps, use a... what is it, MH? You don't know what MH is?
Don't know.
Don't know. Yeah. Cheers, Jim. Thanks for the tip. I'm sure people that are a lot smarter than us will be looking at what you've just written, and they will go, "We will try that." Cheers, Jim.
Sorry. There we go. Bang. All right.
Keanu over bearing friend. Keanu's over bearing friend. I'm going to be playing a week-long gig. A week-long gig. I need to run it into a PA. There are only 2 choices, and I must choose one: a Fender Tone Master Bassman or a Headrush Flex Prime with FRFR monitor options.
I hate to say, well, I already know right which way I'm going. Headrush Flex Prime FR every day of the week.
I've never played a Headrush, but I have a Tone Master, and I would go with the Headrush.
Yeah, I mean, I've never tried a Tone Master. I don't know. I think you just maybe work out how much of a tone snob you are. I mean, if you're not,
Plus, if you can run the Headrush in stereo with 2 cabs, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
The good thing about the Fender Tone Master Bassman is that it's got reverb, which an all Bassman doesn't have, does it?
And it is going to be a turn up, plug it in, go.
Which is nice. It has an XLR out, so you can run it, front of house, I guess. But I
guess it depends what sort of tones you look for.
And also what sort of gigs you're turning up to. Because if you're turning up to, and they've got 60K of acoustic, that's very different to turning up when someone's got 2 PV Hysys 2s up. That's a very different PA.
Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, let's know what happens. Gilly Strat, hey chaps, any thoughts on Jet or Harley Benton guitars? I'm considering getting a Les Paul model, but I'm a bit concerned about that price range of guitars for Set Next. They're really good. I can't say much for Jet, but the Harley Benton SC 250, I think it's called, is really good. They're, would I get excited about playing one? No, but
are they perfectly serviceable guitars? Yes.
And do they sound good? Yeah, they're great
for sure.
Martin, guys, nice chat between friends, but it's not really a Q&A.
Yes, it is. You're asking questions, we're answering. Move on.
Yeah.
JLBX, I miss my Peterson rack tuner. I believe they discounted it because I can't find it myself anywhere.
Yeah, probably did.
They do still exist. Peterson do still exist as a company.
Remember when Peterson came out with the regular stomp box stroke tuner? I bought that thing. It pissed me off because they made a rubber floor plate on the bottom of it, and that to remove that plate to put Velcro on, the screws would stick out the bottom of the plate. So I'm like, everybody in this day and age is Velcroing this stuff to their boards. Why would you do that?
Wait. Do you mean this pedal?
Yeah.
I got one of those.
There's no rubber plate on it.
you rip it off?
No, it doesn't come attached. It's in the box. You don't have to install it.
Oh, mine was on there.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it also comes with a rubber attachment that is Velcro, so you can attach the rubber like it's a direct Velcro to where it would also cover it. Yeah,
I bought it when it first came out though, so maybe I got jammed somehow.
Yeah, I have two of those and one of the minis. They're my favorite tuners.
Yeah.
Leyland, polyphonic tuning makes sense on the live pedalable for quick check between tunes. Nice.
Right. So we've got to one where I can now remember where we are. Let's do the news.
Okay.
News. This week in guitar.
Why am I not? Oh, no, we don't need that.
I'll record a voiceover. It'll be fine.
Yep.
Okay, so one of the great troublemakers in guitar history, Eastwood. I can't believe they've done this. Eastwood have recreated Mike Bloomfield's Telecaster. Why would they do that?
Because Eastwood DGAF, they will do anything. They make a Hound Dog Taylor guitar. Do you know who Hound Dog Taylor is?
No.
He's a blues guy. The famous quote I know from him is he said, "When I die, they'll say he couldn't play for shit, but he sure made it sound good." Like they don't care.
If you look up Fugly in the dictionary, there's a picture of that guitar.
Also, wait, can you scroll back up to the headline though? I have to talk about this, or at least mention it. It says the guitar that killed folk. It means folk music, but I read it as the guitar that killed folk.
Really good. Okay, we need to talk about this at some point. Maybe we'll come back to this. I'm not.
Yeah, come back to that one. That's a big one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the Tonex Dumble. It's really good.
Yeah. If I didn't have the Dumblifier coming, I would probably get it.
Yeah. Fender John Osborne Telecaster. I don't know John Osborne.
He's a poet. No, he's in the band The Brothers Osborne. They're really good. You ought to check them out. There's a really good, Andrew Masters that does the studio tours. He did a studio tour of their studio. But I tell you what, that pick guard is a war crime. That pick guard is awful.
Is it going around the opposite side of the ashtray? Oh,
nasty.
You know what? Why don't you just cover the whole front of it?
Why don't you just do the whole thing?
Hey, nasty.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that style B bender. I like the Glazer B bender better because I don't have to route out all that wood.
Yeah, terrible. Mind you, that does probably save a bit of weight.
Yeah. Because people are so worried about heavy Telecasters.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I saw this and I've seen some videos on it, and I'm just like, I don't get it. So you can switch in a valve. Apparently, it's not a valve, but you can switch in a valve into. I don't really get it. They said this is a Victory. It looks big. It looks like, I don't know. I don't know why you get this.
That's huge. The fact is it's 240 volts, so the power supply is built in.
Yeah.
Which is I think a good thing. Any big kit needs to have its own proper power supply rather than be 12 volt, in my opinion. But that's a chunky monkey.
Yeah. I just, it's really interesting. I just don't know that there is still as much market for this as maybe there once was. Like if this came out 10 years ago, 8 years ago, like do you remember the orange pedal baby or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
When that came out, if this had come out at that exact same time, this would have ate the lunch of that orange unit.
Yeah.
But
let's look at it. I mean, it's basically to make your modeler, go through a normal guitar speaker.
Yeah, now, Seymour Duncan's been doing it with the Power Stage for years.
But it's mono.
I was about to say, but surely you need two of them.
Yeah,
you don't need two of them, but it seems a little bit short-sighted to only have a mono unit. I don't know how much they are. It's
They're $1,050 US.
Well, they're 500. They're £500 here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Seymour Duncan Power Stage 100S, which is their stereo 100-watt amplifier, is $600.
Yeah.
And you will never convince me that the tube in that unit is making enough of a difference to warrant double the price.
No. Well, this is. It's not a tube unit. You can switch in a tube.
Oh, what? Yeah.
So it's not about. It's. I think it's. I think you can switch in some sort of.
I don't know. I think the first thing I would do if I was going to take my quad cortex out, I would buy those FR cabs that you have, Paul, and I would do them in stereo. The one master one slave one, do it in stereo. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, because by the time you buy this, you've paid for one of those cabs almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you still need a cabinet.
You still need a cabinet, yeah.
Yes, it's got a speaker emulated output, but why would you need that for the speaker emulated output? This is your amplifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've got the one plug one coming out soon.
Yeah.
And this is not going to be a seller, I don't think.
My guess is this has been in works for a while, and they saw the Wampler one come out, and they're like, "Well, we got to release it now. We spent all this time and effort on the design."
Yeah.
Well, I don't, man. I have a quad cortex, as you guys know, and I've been recording with it now, doing the videos with it, and I've been getting some good tones. And yeah, when I'm playing through it through my monitors at night or recording, yeah, okay, it doesn't have that. It's not pushing air like a regular tube amp with a regular cabinet. But I know that because I realize what that device is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think everybody's trying to make everything the all-in-one wonder, and that's just not how that works. There's a reason why, guys, I'm not into golfing, but they bring a big bag of all those different ass clubs, and because each one does a different thing. Otherwise, you could just bring one freaking club with you and just solve the whole problem, right? Instead of bringing all that crap with you.
I'm such a good golfer. I could golf with 3.
Yeah. Well, you do different things, right? As far as I know, there's the sand wedge thing and some other crap. But anyways, the point of the fact is that the modeler is a modeler, and if you want to get the tube amp sound, get a tube amp. And you know what I mean? It's just, you can't just buy one thing. Like when we get the questions all the time, hey, should I buy this really cool tube amp or should I get this modeler? And we always say, get the tube amp because it will never go out of fashion. It will always be that tube amp, where the other thing is digital. And in 5 years, you might as well use it as a doorstop, Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put a time limit on this next bit. We have until past, so that is 12 minutes.
That's plenty
to talk about Fender.
Go on, Phil. You found it. You found
okay? So, Fender has gotten a ruling in a lower court in Dusseldorf, Germany, that has stated. Now, here's the deal.
That's where Harry Potter's from, right?
No.
Oh, right.
So, little backstory. Fender never pursued their trademarks. That was a problem. They created, arguably the first mass-produced electric solid body guitars on the planet, 1950, 51, 52, in the Broadcaster, Nocaster, Telecaster, 1954, Stratocaster, 1950. I don't remember when the P-Bass came out. I can't remember all those numbers. I'm a librarian. So what they didn't do, though, is trademark them properly. And it was years and years and decades later, long after Leo Fender was part of the company, that they finally were able to trademark the headstock. They tried to trademark the bodies a couple of times and have been told in no uncertain terms that you have waited too long. This is now in the public domain. It's too universally recognized and used. You can't claim it now after the fact. As recently as 2009, they were shut down in the US. Previously, they were shut down in UK and the EU. So this article dropped 2 days ago now. Is it 2 days? Yesterday. I can't remember. Yesterday, that they have won this case in Germany against a Chinese manufacturer. I don't remember, and I'm not going to look it up, over the Stratocaster body style. But what they didn't do, they didn't win a case over the trademark of the body style. They won a suit over a copyright on the body as an art piece. Oh. So it's different than a trademark win. They've won it as a copyright. We created a piece of art that you cannot recreate without our licensing or approval. Now, what this means is that German case will apply to all of the EU because of the way things work that I don't understand.
That's not us anymore, by the way.
Yeah, that's not UK or Scotland or one of the Irelands. Northern Ireland. Yeah. So, or Wales. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you the Welsh out there. It doesn't apply to them, but it applies to the rest of the EU. So now, in theory, it doesn't apply to just this one company that they were going after. This sets a precedent that you cannot use that body style without licensing or approval from Fender Musical Instrument Corporation in all of the EU. That's massive if it holds.
Now, here's a thing. Jumping into this, so KDH brought this out into the masses, I think. But it was certainly his video I watched.
Yeah.
Now, we all know of, and one of the things that KDH does mention is he does mention the whole play authentic thing with our friends at Gibson. If Fender had gone up against PRS, say, right, and had won against PRS, I think genuinely the entire musical instrument industry would be absolutely shitting itself. Because you've got the biggest player, or arguably one of them, winning against an equally big player.
Yeah.
Now, yes, this Chinese company in China, in the Far East, might make bodies for a gazillion different brands. We don't know because it's some random Chinese name that
musical instrument company. It's musical instrument company.
Yeah. Is it Fender trying to scare the Far Eastern copiers into not making so many cheap copies that are, as we've already said this evening, getting really good?
For just to interject here, I did read that was specifically a seller that sold on AliExpress.
Oh, okay.
Very specifically.
I think it's Fender trying to shut down and I'm going to put this in quotes so I don't get told off, the Chinese shit guitars looking like Strats, or some might call them Gibsons.
Ignoring the ammunition it gives against other builders, though, I think would be short-sighted. So I decided to look up. I was like, how much of the guitar industry is the EU? Because I don't know. And honestly, there's not, probably without subscribing to some database that costs me way more money than I'd ever pay. It's about 25 to 30% of the industry. Global guitar industry is in the EU. That's nothing to sneeze at. No. A quarter or more. So suddenly you're looking at the most popular body style on the planet for electric guitars in 25 to 30% of the market. The potential for one company, whether you agree with they should be able to or not, being able to say, nope, doesn't work for me.
I think whether the company that primarily sells its guitars through AliExpress is the one that does it, or if someone else just takes it to a court and says, now look, if you ask a kid to draw a guitar, this is what they draw, and it's a Strat, because let's face it, if you see the words guitar in a dictionary, it has a picture of something that's vaguely Strat shaped.
Well, even if you type into your text messages and you got those emoji things,
that's what I was going to say.
That comes up.
It's the most generic guitar body style on earth.
Yeah,
that someone's going to fight it. It might not be random Chinese brand. It might be PRS.
Well, I'm looking down in the comments towards the bottom here because this is relevant. So Keith Milner is saying that on the Fender issue, the case was a default win. The defendants didn't show up and cannot be used as precedent. It's meaningless. It says it can't be used as precedent because the case was won without the claim being examined.
Oh, I didn't know that. That wasn't referenced in the articles
No,
at
nobody
all.
referenced that. Keith, you got a good scoop there, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, Keith, I know you know how to find me. Can you send me that information? I know you know how to message me, Instagram, whatever.
So while and
Send the message to Paul so Paul can forward it to.
Now, what? Yeah, if I'm not saying at this point that is or is not true because we haven't seen it.
Yep.
But if that is the case, it changes the tide of this whole discussion. If they didn't turn up to fight it, of course Fender are going to win it.
Right, which means
almost by default,
the 12 minutes we had on this big issue was pointless.
Yeah.
No, I think it's worth discussing, at least if you're interested at all. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're like, I actually don't give two rips about who builds the guitar I play or whatever. I think it matters because I talk about this, and it's going to be old hat by the time it comes out. I talked this morning with Joe from Guitar Nerds. We talk about this in the main episode that comes out next Monday earlier if you're one of their Patreon supporters. If Fender can start to decide who builds their body styles, which if they had pursued their trademark sooner, they absolutely could. They didn't. Time has passed. There's nothing they can do about it. They've lost the court case multiple times. But if suddenly they get to state, no, we have this, you can't make it, it has a major ripple effect. And Joe asked me on the episode, spoiler alert, what I thought the effect was. We have a much more homogenized industry. Because in the bell curve, that middle 60%, that's the biggest, represents the biggest market, right? Mm-hmm. In any standard deviation. That 60% in guitarists are boring. I'm in that 60%. I like Les Pauls, 335s, Telecasters, and Stratocasters. I don't like headless things. I don't like other things. I don't like all these 20% on either side. And it's going to homogenize even more because the people who are on those fringes that make the weird stuff that are just close enough that people get into them, that's not going to support all the companies that we have. No company like Sir isn't going to come out tomorrow and say, oh, we can't make Stratocasters, and possibly later Telecasters and P basses, which are on the block, possibly if this holds. Oh, we're going to change everything. We'll make all these brand new body styles and they'll sell just as well as all the stuff we built before. No, they won't. They just won't.
No.
Right.
So anyway, I'm done. Soapbox done.
But I think this is one that could run and run potentially. If it is as simple as Fender won by default, and I'm not saying it is or it isn't because we haven't seen the documents, but if it is just a case of they didn't show up to defend, therefore, there's as soon as it goes into defense, then surely that's going to stop it in its tracks. But none of us are legally qualified, so let's talk about soup. Right. Boom.
Wait, Paul, Vinny, y'all have anything? Like, I feel like me and James talked the whole time.
No, it's all good. I think you covered it. You covered it all. Okay. Keith, Music Tribe has several patents on polyphonic tuning. The main one is a US patent. There you go.
And it says
it describes a tuner that allows the guitar to be tuned by strumming all strings simultaneously, providing an improved visual output.
Which would have been the one they acquired when they acquired TC.
Yep.
Because patents are transferred through acquisition. Yep. And I know that because of when Sibelius was acquired.
Sad day.
I guess I doubt they could get around that without challenging the patents with validity. Yeah. Joe BX, New England clam chowder, split pea and ham. Nice one.
Good choice.
I only know it by reference. I've never had it.
Good. What's the best soup? See the questions above. This has become a waste of time, guys.
All I can say is, Martin, I'm throwing a party. You're not invited.
We get there in the end, Martin. It takes a little while sometimes, but we get there. As I say here in a couple of comments.
So for Tone, who tuned in for gear stuff anyway?
Now, this is where, Martin, unfortunately, mate, you're going to find that a lot of people in this room are our mates as well. So yeah.
Or they have a similar sense of humor and
Humor,
craziness.
yeah. Or they actually do have a sense of humor. End of.
Look,
Just-
the rule is if you ask a question in the first half hour, you need to understand that we'll probably answer it in the last half hour.
Keith, good evening, gents. James, how was the Fender Tonemaster Pro?
It's awesome.
There you
And
go.
I expected to hate it, but I don't. I love it.
That
Great.
bloke's on drugs. That bloke's on drugs.
For me? What?
Yeah.
MK, he said hi from Sweden. Hello, mate.
Ah.
I hope you're well. Willie, silly question. How dare you, Paul? How very dare you? Chicken and veg soup is my favorite. I make my own pretty much weekly basis. Nice.
Yeah, that's good too. That is good.
Martin,
Well done,
so-
Willie.
And how dare you, Paul?
Keith, by the way, Laney T15112 is a Tony Omi signature practice amp.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, which might be good for practice backstage at a show, but not great for bedroom. Right.
No 15-watt amp is actually good for your bedroom.
No. Nekon, I want to jam with backing tracks while playing guitar through my tube amp. I use a Bluetooth speaker which I place on top of the amp. Is there any way I can make the experience more immersive?
Immersive? Sorry, did someone say immersive?
Jesus.
No, no, we did not. We did not.
no.
I would say, I would say you got to lose a tube amp. I'm afraid if you want to do that,
Or
And then you're
buy
gonna
a
play-
box that lets you go direct to your DAW.
yeah, but he still needs to. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
You
then he can play it on his computer, and then he's
No.
playing the guitar amp through his computer. Like,
That's,
Like
an
yeah,
op.
that's what I
Sorry,
do.
no.
I run the
Yeah.
Quad Cortex right into the computer and then
Mm.
play along with the audio monitors. It's probably the easiest way to do it. I mean,
That's what I would do. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Boom.
you know what box does that well though? The
What's
DSM Humboldt Dumblifier, because it has the aux in on the side, so you could run it all into your headphones via that route.
There you go.
Nice.
Gary, just purchased a Fractal FM3. Nice. Do you have any advice for initial setup? Monitors arriving tomorrow. No.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, just enjoy it. Yeah. There's
The
nothing you
preset-
can do.
The presets are good.
The presets are good, but I am going to do this because we don't monetize this show. If you do fancy some amazing presets, do go over to thestudiorex.net to the Fractal downloads page, and maybe you might be interested in our FM3 packs. There are 3 of them available now, and you will enjoy them very much because we enjoyed them very much.
Yes, what I use. Yeah,
I
that's what we use.
have played y'all's Axe Effects patches, and they are very good.
There you go.
Mhm.
Carl, I have a Tonex for the models, but I don't want to use the post amp effects. So I'm thinking about switching off the Tonex cab sim and using an O pedal at the end. Any suggestions for an alt cab sim? Why? Why would
Yeah.
Yeah, why? That's the question. Why would you use a different cab sim if it's already built into the thing, and you can load IRs into it?
Okay, so but maybe he doesn't want to use the post amp effects. The post amp effects come after the IR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you use, okay, mate, yeah, it doesn't make sense. So I would. It sounds like what you're saying is you don't want to use the reverbs and delays, blah blah blah, on the Tonex. So you have to switch out. So I would keep the amp sim,
Mm-hmm.
so the cab sim on the Tonex, and then just use a different effects unit afterwards. The way that Tonex is think of it like a studio where you've got guitar, you've got guitar amp, you've got speaker, and then you've got the effects. It's like a studio recording as opposed to putting all the effects through the speakers, which I wouldn't. I always prefer it that way anyway, because I want the speaker affected, not the effects speakered in effect.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
While we're talking about Tonex and stuff, we should give a shout out to our friend Joe Wyatt and his channel Passion for Tone. And if you go to Passion for Tone and go to his free Tonex pack page, he has given away a whole bunch of free Tonex captures, and they sound awesome.
Look at that.
Download those. They are free, and Joe's a lovely man, a great player, and has a great channel. So check those out as well, because they're really good.
There we go.
And boom.
Chris, evening, gents. Hope you're all good. If I buy a Fender replacement neck, will the nut already be cut to standard Fender spec, or would I have to take the guitar tech to luthier once fitted? Oh, I honestly don't know. You guys would know this more than
Yeah. If you're buying a Fender replacement neck, and it's a new Fender replacement neck, you're gonna have to have the nut slots adjusted by a tech, and you're gonna need to tell them exactly what string gauge you use, because that is what needs to be done per the gauge that you normally use. So in other words, like I've seen guys do this, they'll get a guitar that comes from the factory with the nut slots cut for like 10 gauge strings, but they'll put some of those crazy never slinky strings that are like 54 gauge or something, and I've seen them jammed in the nut slots, and they can actually ruin the slot, because the slot is actually cut like a V shape, not a rounded U. So, and it's angled towards, there's an angle that has to be done based on the guitar. So yeah, there's the nut files. So yeah, I would take it to a tech and make sure it's done right. They might even have to, if it's a new nut, they should be able to cut it, no problem. If it's a used nut and you're buying a secondhand neck, it might be fine, but it might not be, and you might have to have a nut replaced. So there you have it.
And having a nut replaced is
it's something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
I think Clapton meant play the higher up riff in the chorus and sing at the same time.
Yes. Yeah. You can't do it. Yeah.
It's still hard. It there's a syncopation that's involved. It's like I think the most talented people in any band are the bassists who can sing. Playing bass and singing is gotta be the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Drums.
No, it's not. I've done it. I've played drums and sang. It's fine.
There we go. Will Russ. I set the intonation for the first time on my old Fernandez guitar, and now it plays and sounds amazing. I'm proud of myself. 45. Well done, mate.
Good job, man. I think people are afraid to do the intonation. Once you get your intonation set and you've never played with a guitar that's intonated properly, it's like a whole different instrument, because now when you strum an actual chord, let's say a G chord, it sounds like one note. It doesn't sound like individual strings fighting each other.
Yeah.
The MKX, yes.
Thank you. Got there in the end.
Top Guy FSD 5-star series, good alternative to the Ibanez Destroyer. Nice. Don't know that one, but nice.
This next question is where it's at.
David, music alone is boring.
Agreed. Totally.
Yeah. I think it depends how you play.
I'm a better musician when other people are playing with me.
Oh,
always.
Yeah,
always.
But I think it's a good skill to be able to accompany yourself as such, or to come up with something that's interesting. It hasn't got to be complicated, or even chords and melody at the same time. It's got to be. It's a good skill. Algorithm. Hello, have you guys tried Kemper 2.0 profiling yet? Look forward to 2.0 studio rack profiles.
I've tried it. I tried it in Germany and thought it was very impressive. I haven't upgraded to a Kemper Profiler 2 yet. It is a yet, but I haven't yet.
Rat Revival. Hi guys. Apparently going back to Kempers. Apparently the price of Kempers, even since they came down, are just like at the moment.
They're
old Kempers.
They're so affordable. If you've ever wanted a Kemper, now is the time.
Yeah. They're good units. Rat Revival. I guys have a pair of Adam Audio D3Vs coming to amplify my FM3. Do you guys have any good experiences with them? I've never tried the D3Vs.
I have tried many sets of Adams, not that particular set, but they've always been great. You will enjoy them very much.
Adam, makes good stuff.
The ribbon tweet, the folded ribbon tweet, it always sounds great.
Blimey Gary, thanks for your help as always. Yeah, probably just going to buy a new pickups. Nice.
Yeah.
Well done, mate. I don't think you're
a bit of chat amongst themselves, which is always good.
And just a quick ad, I decided to look out of curiosity. There's a Kemper rack on Reverb in the US for $550.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Keith, if you want good wood, look to Nick Hoover.
That's true.
Okay. MH equals
Millihertz. No, millihenries.
millihenry.
Thank you.
Henry's, of course it is. Yes, I did know that, but
I didn't
None the
remember.
wiser. I'm still none the wiser. Keith, I'm getting
Henry's. Yeah.
Keith, I hope you're doing well, and you, Ben. David, he says if you would, it wouldn't make a big difference if you pick up already burnt wood. I don't understand.
No, I'm lost to that one as well.
Walrus also learned recently that pickups won't change the wood's tone of your guitar. Guitars have a personality and you can't change it. I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Absolutely.
It's
And
the
I
sound
found
of your guitar unplugged.
Yeah. Yep.
Rock on Gibbo. Not sure if you guys have seen John Cordy's video on the chap who had his QC ruined by a pipe falling on it. Do you guys have any tips to protect your modelers from drunken idiots? Yeah. No, but you can't use that live.
No. Hold on. I have the fix. Hold on. Here's the trick. You play a Les Paul first. You play a Les Paul.
I know this is going.
And then when the drunken buffoon gets too close to your modeler with his beer, you just put your hand behind it and go bam and just hit him in the face. That's how you fix it.
That is exactly
As long as it's not with the headstock, because there's a fair chance you'll break the headstock, not his face.
I would say, the best way of doing it is to keep your model away from the front of the stage, and you use an external MIDI.
Like the
That's a good idea, Paul.
what are they called?
The Morning Stars.
Exonic Mornings. Yeah,
Exonic.
the Morning Stars are quite expensive. The Exonic ones, they're £100.
Yeah.
And
Do
that's
it.
what
Yeah, definitely.
Rat Revival, awesome news. Paul Jackson Jr. is debuting his new series this month. He'll go over his iconic guitar parts and songs he played on Pretty Young Thing. It's first. Please check it out, everyone. Yes, that'd be awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah, he's great. Wes, what
we discussed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done a lot of corrections.
Yeah.
Stereo signal, same taste. What's the point there? I don't understand. What's the question?
It's where when we got to talking about stereo's overrated.
We have two ears. We have two ears.
Binaural. It's binaural. So wait. Okay, stop. Let's think about this for just a second. Why do we have two ears? Biologically, why do we have two ears?
Well, for danger, so we can hear what's coming in behind.
Geolocating. It's for geolocating. When we're geolocating something, is the source of that sound stereo or mono? If you hear a footfall in the woods behind you, you hear one footstep, you're alerting for danger. That source is mono. You hear it in stereo. Why are you starting with a stereo source when your ears are converting to binaural anyway? You're going to hear it in stereo anyhow.
But you might as well then just listen to music in mono then, from what you're saying.
Mono sounds great. The
Mono
Beatles sounded amazing.
Oh no, it did not. It did not.
It did. But here's the thing. Why are you?
I'm off.
Yeah, the guy with 16 speakers in his room walks away.
There is nothing. You can't say that if there's a slight stereo delay going on or a slight stereo reverb, so it creates more space and more ambient. It's glorious. It's way more interesting than a mono source.
I agree. I'm with Paul on this one.
I think you can do it just as well with mono, and it sounds great, and you get the idea of space that way because your right and your left ear is gonna hear it differently anyway.
The only way I like that is a wet dry setup.
I do like wet dry, but wet dry is still.
I know
it technically comes at
mono.
you at the end of the day, mono.
Yeah, it's mono, but that's the only way I can say that would be the next step down from the.
Yeah, dual mono. I like. I play 2 amps all the time, but I don't play them in stereo.
What's the old saying? If a tree falls on a mime in a forest and no one's there to see it, does it matter?
It Because it never does.
Does the Pope shit in the wood? Is that the one?
We don't know because we're not allowed
Oh
to
god,
watch.
here it goes. It's off again.
Anyway, sorry. I have this whole thing about stereo and like it agitates
And
me. Everyone
every
feels the
single
need.
bit of it is wrong. Moving swiftly on.
Ah,
Yeah, that's yeah. David, it's some good news. Hey, where is it?
News.
JP, rock on Gibbo. Jeff Beck had a cardboard gazebo-like box that covered his touring pedal board. I assume Jeff made it himself, like his boards. Interesting.
Now you could make that out of plexiglass, or what do you guys call it?
Yeah.
We don't do politics on this show. We do not do politics on this show.
I do. It's fine. So moving on.
You could make like a little shelter overhang thing like that out of plexiglass or perspex, whatever you guys call it. But the only thing is you'd have to make it so that that you still can get your foot underneath it to change the buttons.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot of work.
So I sent Paul a birthday present this year made by a company called Deck Saver. Now they do these polycarbonate covers for your pedals. This is for the SSL UF8 controller.
But you can't use it live.
You
It's
can't
worth
use
it.
it live. Agreed. Hey, you've got one for your Chase Bliss as well. Oh no, Chase Bliss has got one, has it?
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
So it covers the sliders, but of course the buttons are still available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you're never gonna make anything completely idiot proof, and by that
No.
I mean the audience proof.
Yeah, you can do what Lee does. Lee doesn't take his top dollar stuff and stuff like that, right? So
Yeah.
just take a couple of Boss pedals and a really crappy amplifier if you're going to go to those gigs, and just they get what they get. They want to act like animals. They don't get top shelf equipment.
do you know what I do when I gig my 2-rock? I put my beer on top of it
Oh.
when I'm not drinking it.
Amen.
That's got the suede covering on it too.
No, I don't
Oh.
do suede covering because
I'm like, you're killing me. I just have
It's
like
got the ring. It's got the ring mark, the pint mark
Yeah.
ring.
I know that I gig this stuff, so I don't care about suede and fancy coverings. I just want give me Tolex. It's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Belle Plume, bonjour la miss, rats. I have a hard time distinguishing distortion pedal like a rat from an overdrive pedal with lots of gain. Could you please explain?
No.
Soft clipping, soft clipping. And I agree.
I'll wait for your dissertation on this one, Paul, because I can't. I'm going to challenge your soft clipping versus hard clipping. What kind of clipping does a Klon have?
Hard clipping.
It's a hard clipping.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Klon is hard clipping. Clipping doesn't. The hard versus soft clipping doesn't decide overdrive versus distortion. So what does?
Hey, I can't.
I always thought it was level of
if you
gain. I always thought it was how much gain.
And if you said to me, "This is close your eyes. This is a distortion pedal, and they're the same amount of gain, and this is an overdrive pedal," I wouldn't go, "Oh yeah, there's the." You just go like, "Does it sound good?"
Yep. I don't think there's a good hard rule. Some people claim there are, and maybe there's an electrical engineer that can sit there and go, oh well, when the signal is amplified at this many decibels at these frequencies and it clips at this ratio and does it. I don't know. I know it when I hear it. That's what Potter Stewart said about hardcore pornography. I know it when I see it. I know it when I hear it.
Right.
Moving
next.
on.
Walt Russ, he said it will not stop Japanese guitars being made with Fender headstocks. Those guitars can be sold to Americans via reverb, so it's pointless. Well, it's not really Japanese; it's more the Chinese.
Yeah.
Keith, on the Fender issue, the case was
Yeah.
default.
I read all those.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same.
Yeah.
Hollywood. I haven't tried all the details. Haven't read all the details, but it wasn't the guitars entering Germany, then to the rest of EU. Does the case still stand up if the guitars were imported straight into the UK? Yeah, the UK is.
It's anywhere in the EU, not just Germany and then the EU. It's anywhere in the EU because there's like this joint agreement around laws like that if one country does it, the EU does it. Or I don't want to. Y'all are complicated.
And nothing to do with us anymore. Can't do us that.
I get you. Y'all on the rest of y'all on your continent are complicated.
Yeah.
Right.
Very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
JP, default Yeah, we were still going through this. Do we need?
Oh yeah. Well, this
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Okay. A default judgment can set a precedent EU law, although it's often considered to be of weaker persuasive value than a contested judgment. Fender will try and 100%. Oh, interesting.
Okay, so even though it was uncontested and they didn't show up, it can be used as precedent. It's just weaker.
Okay.
I don't think it'll come to that, but let's move on.
Hollywood. Where does it leave the single cut shape in the old case of Gibsons in the early PRS 20 model, etc.?
But
Yeah.
PRS ended up winning that case. Gibson
Okay.
won it early, and then in appeals, PRS won it.
Oh, interesting.
That's why the single cut is available today.
Yeah, because there was enough changes in
There
the
were-
design, and there was no confusion of what guitar you were buying. In other words, that's part of it. Like if you walk in the store and you accidentally buy the PRS because you think it's a Gibson, well, there's no chance you're going to do that because the headstock shape is different, the profile shape is different, the neck shape. You know, there's so many differences. The scoop and the horn is different on the lower bout. It's like
You got to prove brand confusion.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Weezer guys, thoughts on the Era 30 after getting to play around with it more? HC30 or Era 30? Oh, Era 30 is just glorious.
I had a chance to trade into one, and I almost did it. I sort of wonder if I should have.
So good.
All right.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Yeah, I need to try one not at NAMM is what I need.
Yeah, yeah. Evening, gents. If you could each pick one PRS, which model would it be and why? Mine would be Silver Sky.
Really boring.
No, because it's a great. It's as far as I'm concerned, it's PRS's best guitar.
I got mine for sale.
Not for long.
How much sell for sale for Vim?
I think I got it for 17. I think.
Oh yeah, you're gonna move
And you're gonna get not only an extra pick guard, but 2 extra pick guards and additional pickup covers.
What?
I'm selling the whole lot.
I'm gonna be really predictable.
Go on.
I think the Orianthe is really pretty.
You think that's predictable?
I think that is a
I would do the
garish Grissom,
because it's
but-
a little different.
but the Grissom have a Les Paul and a Telecaster and then play them against the Grissom. There's a massive difference.
Yeah.
It's everyone says, "Oh yeah, that's the one to get if you like Telecaster, you like Les Pauls."
No, it's not.
No, I think
like-
it fits in between. It's not. It's a different tool. I think.
Yeah, but it doesn't. No. Yeah, but it's not as you pick up a Les Paul and you go, it doesn't do Les Paul as anywhere near as good as Les Paul, and it doesn't do Telecaster anywhere near as Les Paul. But it's anyways, sorry, as a Telecaster. But it's as an all rounder, it's a cracking guitar. I like the neck and I like the.
Well, I mean, I got the Silver Sky. It plays great, sounds amazing and stuff. But I have so many Strats, and my plan, if it stays here, so I want somebody to buy it. It's not that I need the money. I need it just to get out of my site because I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to send it out and have it paint swirled and have a monkey grip put in it. And I'm going to put them. I'm going to route it and put some paint. I'm going to turn it into a Steve Vai gem abomination.
Nobody buy it. Nobody buy it.
And
Let
off
him
from
do
her
this.
into some kind of hate mail. And
Dude.
it's got to go.
I want you to do it.
Well-
I want you to do it so I can show Paul Smith those pictures at NAMM next year and video his facial response.
I want to
guitar.
see on the door of the PRS booth a picture of Vinny with the cross through it.
Yeah.
I think if you did that, your channel would
Blow up.
Yeah.
Blow up.
You should do it.
Yeah.
It's worth it for the money.
Yep. I would for me, I want either the DGT semi-hollow.
Oh, that
Nice.
does.
Yeah, it was a nice.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Or McCarty. I came to this revelation today. I like PRS as long as they either have a trim or a wrap tail. I don't like their Art Deco abomination of a Tunematic.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
Wes, it's harder playing sax and singing.
Yeah, give you that.
Just say you're not
Right.
talented enough. It's fine.
Hybrid noise boom. Always assumed the bottom of the nut slot was rounded. It was only when I got a set of nut slot files that I realized nut slots have a square bottom. I'm so old I can see without glasses.
Well, they should be rounded if they're doing the action correctly, because you're supposed to, when you're cutting across the nut, you should be doing a little bit of this and not just this. Like you want to round a little bit, but if you round too much, you actually shift the touch point of the string back, and you affect the intonation.
Yeah, massively.
So you don't want to move that.
No.
But you want it to tilt back and round back towards the back side of the nut.
That's why I like the thing Valiant's got, where they have the brass adjustable nut. That's such a great idea. I mean, it's 2026 for Christ's sake. You know, such a great idea.
We're still forcing people to use soldering irons, Vinny.
Yeah, I know.
Or if you're from an English-speaking country, soldering irons.
Soldering, yeah.
You know, I know some people poo-poo quick connectors and all that stuff, but I think, honestly, you can't hear the difference. I don't think anybody could point it out. And the other thing is that if every manufacturer went to a universal wiring quick connect, it would make such an easy thing for just even the layperson that wants to change pickups without you have to have some crazy guitar that all the pickups rip out with magnets and shove it in like a kind of thing.
Pickups would sell so much better as well. If people aren't, they don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, because people are scared about it. I can't blame them. Like, you know, it's the unknown. Like even cutting a nut, you can literally ruin a nut on a guitar by cutting it and have to start all over again with a new one.
Yeah,
that's unfortunately the price of old tech that we still use.
Coffee Fella, is the Ampero 2 stage worth buying in 2026? I don't know.
Lee.
Yeah.
I had one. It's fine. It's
fine. There we go.
I like that Black Star thing that you demoed, Paul.
Yeah,
I think that thing is just cool. It's easy to use. I'm probably just gonna buy one just to get one.
Yeah, you get the little one because they're 150. Nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the little baby one and then just use a expression pedal, attach it to it.
Yeah. Al, good for chats. What have I missed? Happy birthday, mate.
Happy birthday, Al.
Happy birthday. You missed so much.
Yeah, go back to the beginning and start again. It was worth it.
Yep.
Just let us know which sort of soup you like and remind Martin that he's not welcome anymore.
Martin wants to know about your soup. Wheezy guy. Also, what pickups are in your pink Telecaster, Paul? Sound glorious. I haven't got a pink Telecaster anymore. I honestly don't remember what it had, whatever it came with. Nice guitar that as well. I shouldn't have got rid of that. Searching for tone, Al, a bunch of soup talk.
He did miss soup talk.
Keith, at club I went to in Singapore, the guitar player had wrapped his pedal board in cling film. That would work.
Gosh, that's awful. Don't do that.
But you can still step on the buttons.
Yeah.
Would it overheat?
Probably.
Just use the thing.
It would probably overheat the unit if you covered the fans and the venting.
Yeah. Pedal board, maybe not. Depends what pedal. Pedal board could be some pedals.
Do you know you know what the real answer to all of this is? Insure your gear. Insure your gear.
Quick guitar.
Buy insurance.
Yes.
Refender neck replacement. Thanks for any great info. Jim, Phil must never have experienced good stereo in a well-treated room.
Quick, don't say anything. Don't say anything. We're moving on.
Okay, 2 ears.
Because I have.
Great. 2 ears. Yeah, it's very true.
Spectrum.
Right. Phil, so you're saying there's no need for dual delays, pan delays, tremolo, etc. Sorry, I completely disagree. The separation of audio is just superior.
The audience doesn't hear it. Live, the audience does not hear it because in order to hear it, you need to be in the middle of the room, and 90% of the audience is not in the middle of the room.
You don't play for the audience, Phil. Come on.
In a studio mix, sure, stereo's great and it's wonderful, and eat away at the audio spectrum for the rest of the instruments that are playing. They don't care. They don't matter. Listen, ask the bassist for Metallica. But if you're live, nobody hears it in stereo unless you're in the middle of the room.
Where's his horse? He's going to get off in a minute.
I'm never getting off this horse.
Anyway, and also, Rack Revival goes on to say,
during the latest Wet Dry Wet episode, chairman of the boards, by the way. Nice.
Yes.
Veggie Marmite.
Marmite.
None of that stuff.
Neither.
Richard, hello, mate. He said, sorry, guys, running very late. Had been loaned an FM3 for the week and got carried away. What a machine. Yes, it's awesome.
Nice.
Isn't it?
Excused
well done.
absence, you're fine.
The compression pedal doesn't for me. The compression pedal doesn't for me with gain or distortion. But with the clean sound, yes, because I hear the lighter touch and more impact. Also, after the chain or at the beginning, think, what's
I would
Compression
turn
was
the
at the beginning.
gain down on the distortion pedal and then add the compressor. It makes it smoother, rounds off the highs, and I think it sounds better.
I'm the opposite. But
I am the opposite.
But yeah, for me, but it's all relevant. Depends what you want to do.
Yeah.
The
I
thing about
wanted to, Paul, you're probably the same way. So answer me this. I wanted to even out my picking dynamics before it hits the overdrive.
Yeah, that's what I do. I put mine in front of. Is that what we're not talking about?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, I thought you said you put yours after the distortion.
Oh no, compressor in front. But I'm just saying, if you think that the compressor is taking away or doing something to the distortion, just turn the gain down on the distortion.
Yep.
You know, because the compressor is going to add some of that gain in that.
Yeah,
chain.
you can't. Yeah, I think. Yeah, always at the beginning is different. I mean, studio compression's different.
Yeah, it is.
That's yeah.
Yeah,
On
you got to fuzz first. But other than that, compressor first before the drives is what I do.
Yeah, definitely.
Rival question. I have several rack units hooked up in series. How do I set good levels for every unit so the output, the rack, the last unit is a good level and has I wouldn't even have a clue.
This is referred to as gain staging.
Yeah, sure.
And is really important. The only way to do it properly is actually with a test tone. I'm sorry to sound boring, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
The way to second guess it is just to make sure that each unit one at a time is going to your speakers at your mixing platform, your desk or interface, whatever, at a sensible level, without knowing what they are. Without knowing what the rack units are, each rack unit will have its quote unquote nominal level, which is why you need to use a test tone.
So
I did a video on it years ago. Actually, it might be on Production Expert. If I find it, I will put a link down in the comments, but or down in the captions for it. But yeah, test tone is the best way to do it.
Bella Bloom,
Same question again.
Yeah, same question.
Yeah.
Half of you still need to put down your soup and hit the like button. Cheers, searching for tone. He's right.
I could use some soup.
Yeah.
Give us a like. It really does help. Yes, for it. Al says, I know folk who wouldn't trust to even mix soup. Never mind a gig. There we go.
Yeah.
Louisiana Chris, talk about different preferences. I like PRS and the Silver Sky is my least favorite one, but I don't like Strat either.
Chris, you and I are the same people. We're the same people.
Pretty sure Chris Buck uses stereo and Cardinal Black.
That's not correct. He uses dual mono or wet dry. He does not go stereo.
Phil is correct on that.
Yeah, he does not go stereo. 2 amps does not mean stereo.
Yeah,
no, it does not.
He
and
runs.
Also, and let's not pretend that. For example, those Marshall valve states back in the 90s where they said stereo and the two speakers are next to each other.
That's not stereo.
That's not stereo either.
Nope. Sorry, Chris. I've talked to Chris about it. Chris runs dual mono or wet dry, but never stereo.
Yeah, when he's running like the Bassman and he's got like what is the other thing?
He's got a super reverb that's in a brown.
He'll actually even click one on, one off, depending on what tones he wants to get. Kind of like how Eric Johnson used to do. Eric Johnson had 3 different amps and kick different ones in to get different sounds instead of using pedals.
Yep. Yeah. Do you remember the Eric Johnson rig that was like 7 Ernie Ball volume pedals?
Yeah.
Listen, I watched him play once and he was using all his vintage stuff and it was on like a piece of plywood and something started not working. He was getting pissed and kicking shit around.
He also uses 2 proper old school echo plexes, which he does genuinely kick through the gig to get different kind of cool noises.
His stuff's all old and wasn't even like set up real nice. It was just thrown on this board. It was crazy.
Yeah.
He sounded killer. It sounded amazing, but I just got a kick out of it.
Pet says, who knew soup would cause such a tangents always.
Oh,
Soup
God.
stir. Oh, Pet Moxie, you are our people.
Is that going on?
I love my custom 22 PRS and my Silver Sky C polar opposites of tones. Nice.
Yeah,
They are.
First stand corrected, damn.
Said the man in the orthopedic shoes.
Okay, we're done.
No, we're not. We're nearly
Yeah.
there.
We're close. We're close. Get there.
Yeah,
Stand
thank you.
corrected. Yeah.
Right, we're there. I've
Good
got
for you.
a thing I want to show you quickly.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Right. Rack Revival will like this. This was one of my auction purchases today.
Look at that.
Oh.
Rocktron ProGap Ultra.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh.
Because I thought if nothing else, it'll make a funny video, and it might, if it's any good, I'll capture it for tones and it'll be funny.
How much did you end up paying for it?
I used to have a
You what, sorry?
ProGap.
Yeah. I paid £65.
Oh, hell yes.
Great.
Right.
Great.
And the other one, again, this is for captures, but I already have someone who wants to buy it from me.
What the hell is that? Oh.
Ooh. Oh, heck yeah.
Why heck yeah?
I love EBS cabs.
EBS cabs and EBS bass gear sounds great.
Yeah. EBS cabs were like the bee's knees. The amp, I don't give a care. It's recycled Hartkey stuff, but whatever.
Yeah, but it still sounds good.
Yeah, no, it still sounds good. Hartkey stuff sounds good,
Yeah.
but it's not, to me, it's not that unique. But the cabs were killer.
Do you want to know the interesting thing?
How much you paid for it?
$320.
Oh my God.
Wow.
It's unfortunate that you're getting that after you're done knocking down part of your house, because you could have done it with that.
In a vaguely more entertaining way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those were the two purchases. But I mean, you know, I've already sold the EBS gear.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
after
done.
I've captured it.
Yeah.
So
That's fine.
So yeah, that was and the Rocktron. I thought I haven't had a Rocktron. I haven't had anything from Rocktron for years. So that'd be fun. Yeah, and Rack Revival likes it because he says,
Hell yeah.
and last one from Bem de Plume.
Last question. Has anyone tried a Player made in Mexico Jazzmaster? They seem to have reliable stainless steel trem system. Can't afford a US made one. Thanks.
Mine's a made in Mexico Jaguar. And it's
Jaguar.
great. Yes.
Yeah, I mean the Jazzmaster's got the trem though, isn't it? So
Yeah.
So's the Jag.
Yeah, Jack got it.
Yeah.
Same one.
Your trem had it was a fixed bridge trem.
No.
Sorry, fixed bridge on the guitar.
It's got the wobbly. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And it's great. Love it.
I-
Love that guitar.
I had a classic player made in Mexico Jazzmaster, and it's the original classic player, like early 2000s to mid to like 2010, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, I can't keep all these years with Fender. They changed names like I change underwear.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they had the bridge or the tremolo too close to the bridge, so it got a weird break angle. But the ones they've made after were great.
Vinny asked me earlier if we'd had any stupid comments this week. Oh my god.
We've had a ton.
Comments of the week.
We have had a doozy of some comments this week, but this one, Paul and I agreed was the one.
Oh, so the guy said, can we hear the pedal with no interface, mic cut, etc., just amp and pedal? And I said, how are you supposed to hear it without a mic picking up the amp? And then someone else put, the Studio Rats, I think we should hear it without cables ruining the phone, please. And then someone else said, I guess you just have to keep turning the amp up until it's loud enough that this guy can hear it from wherever he lives.
That's the whole. If a mime gets hit with a tree in the forest and no one says
Loading is cat stuff, isn't it?
And that, boys and girls, was
Stupid comments of the week.
You sure that wasn't Trigger from Only Fools and Horses?
I want to go ahead and nominate that for end of the year. That is stupid comment of the year.
we have had some doozies this week. There's been some absolutely amazing stuff. I mean, even on my teeny tiny JTT channel, I'm getting some amazing stuff now. So I'll bore you with some technical ones one day because there's some absolute doozies. Thank you all for joining us tonight. It's been a laugh. I'd like to thank Martin for giving us all a mutual hate figure, which is always hilarious. I'd like to thank whoever suggested the soup comment for starting this whole debacle.
Who knew soup was so controversial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank as well my dear friends, 40 Watt Phil, Vinny the Axe, my friend and colleague, Mr. Paul Drew, who looks like he's cut. Have you cut your hand? You cut your hand. Other hand.
No.
Hold it up that way. You cut your hand. Oh.
Hands of the guitar god, gentlemen. Hands of the guitar god.
Yes, and me. We'll see you next week for more of the same soup or no soup, or maybe another food stuff will be in discussion. Have a great week, everyone. Enjoy your weekend of gigging and all that sort of stuff, and we'll see you again very soon. Good night.
Bye.
Take it
Au
easy.
revoir. Sayonara. Konnichiwa.
Ciao.
Adios.
Arrivederci.